Okay, that's great. Those of you who were in Rome, we launched the platform SageMaster on the day one, and day two was supposed to be a sort of like a mini bootcamp training for SageMaster for everyone, and in terms of showing its capabilities, what you really can do for you. But unfortunately, I was not able to make it on day two for some unforeseen circumstances. But today we're going to go through all of that, okay? And before I share the platform with you guys, it's very important I go through with you just few presentation slides so that we are all clear and we have a good expectation set so that you understand what this call is really about. Now, let me quickly share my screen and let me know if you guys can see my screen. I'm going to quickly make that presentation. Okay, so if you can see my screen, put number 8. Okay, so you guys can see my screen. Okay, that's fine. So there's a quick disclaimer about this call. So the information contained in this Zoom or the recorded session is for information purpose only. Whether such ideas suit you depends on your circumstances, risk appetite, independent financial advice, and the content of this session is solely the opinions of the speaker, who is not a licensed financial advisor or a registered investment advisor, right? So that's something we need to get clear right away. Second thing that you need to know about SageMaster that I personally believe, right, and many traders who already reviewed this platform, they all say that this is a necessity for any person who are really serious about trading, who are really serious about cryptocurrency in general. And the reason it's a necessity because it truly helps you become a profitable trader. It really helps you in the journey as you go into that industry. And it saves you enormous amount of time and effort because we all have 24 hours, right? And we don't have luxury of time to sit around the computer and look at the screen constantly on the trading chart. I mean, most high paid, profitable traders, they don't spend that amount of time, right? So this platform is really has all the tools and resources to save you time and effort. And most importantly, it simplifies trading concepts, right? It simplifies trading strategies so that you can learn quicker, right? And you can skip all the additional time that you would normally spend when you go through the traditional approach of trading. It also eliminates one biggest emotional component from trading, right? Which is 80%. If you look at this study, it says that 80% of trading is the psychology, right? It's the emotional state of a person. And SageMaster truly sort of eliminates that 80% emotional components when you're trading. So what is it that you can expect from this call? What you learn today, you're going to learn how you set up your SageMaster account, how you set up your first simple and DCA assist, which will be used for trading, which has many, many smart features that truly does a lot of smart things. You'll also learn to place a short, sell, or long, as in buy, trade, a buy strategy on this call. You'll be able to connect to the marketplace of trade idea providers where you can access trades, and this is something also that you can connect to the assist. You will also learn where you don't have to rely on a trade idea from someone, where you could actually take your own initiative based on the information you see on this platform and the resources that you see. You can place that trade by yourself. You don't have to rely on a trader, okay? So that's one of the biggest problems that we wanted to solve, is that where people are constantly relied on external third-party resources, or the educators that we are in our company, of course, they provide amazing results, but sometimes they are not always providing all the trading opportunities, right? And you're going to learn how you can place those trades by yourself without having to rely on a trade idea provider. And of course, finally, you learn how to set up a paper trading account, because we know in cryptocurrency, there is no such thing as demo account. But with SageMaster platform, you can start without having an exchange account. So if you're completely new, do not worry, right? You get to have a demo account, and where you get to trade, practice your trading skills, and also use the assist to test out the system in general, right? Without losing any capital. So that's something that you will see on this call. Now, before I go ahead and show you the platform, it's very important I explain you certain trading approaches the SageMaster platform takes, right? So if you look at my presentation here, on the slide, it says traditional trading approach. Now, what's a traditional trading approach? Well, Relic is a good example. You receive a trade idea, right? And you take the trade, you set up a take profit, and you push it to the exchange, right? Whether you're using Relic app or you're doing that manually on the exchange itself, right? That's the traditional approach. And here's an example where you bought an asset for $20, and then your take profit is $22. So you could buy $80 worth of this specific asset from a specific exchange, and your take profit is a conservative take profit, which is $22. Now, that's all you're going to make in that respective approach. When it comes to SageMaster, it takes a slightly different approach. So for example, if you're using SageMaster DCA strategy, it's going to take the same approach, but it's going to do some additional steps. For example, here, as you can see on the screen, the DCA assist bought an initial order, $20, right? With volume $20. Volume as in how much I bought, how much total of that asset I have bought. That's what volume is in that case. Now, our expectation is the price would go up. This is our expectation naturally, right? We bought something at a lower price and we are expecting the price to go up. However, as we know, trading behaves in an unpredictable way. That's what trading is. It goes up, it goes down. So in that case, price continues to dip. Now, as the price dipped by 1%, right, in this example, the DCA bought another order of $18. So price went from $20 to $18. And the DCA bought total $20 worth of volume at this price. And then it continues, right? It doesn't reach your take profit. The price continues to go up. Just it goes closer to your take profit, the price would go down, right? And here we can see it went down again and it bought at a lower price. So it continues to buy at a lower price. Why this is the case? Well, the main purpose here, we want to accumulate the asset at the lowest price as possible. So with SageMaster DCA, the intention is really, I need to make the full screen. Sorry, let me quickly make that full screen. I think some people cannot see that. I have full screen button is here somewhere, I believe. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Hopefully everybody at least understood what I said, but now you can see the screen clearly. So the main approach here really is buying an asset at lower price so that it reduces our overall risk. So here we can see it continues to accumulate, and boom, the price went up. and it went to $22. Now here we can see, let me minimize that screen. So we can see here that our initial TP order, TP was 10%, which is $22. And now if we accumulate all the orders that we have bought, we bought it at average $16. So traditionally we would have bought this at $20, but we actually bought it at a very, very low price. And total worth of asset we bought is $100, right? And here we can see our total TP is 24% instead of our traditional approach. We would have made 10% on a lower volume. Does that make sense? You can see the total average price, the total volume, and total received amount, which is $137, right? Normally I would have received 14% less. Now that's the power of the SageMaster trading approach, right? Now let's take a twist this scenario a bit. This time price never reaches the take profit level, right? So we have a take profit level $22. You probably have seen on Relic app where you bought an asset and it continues to dip, right? It continues to dip for weeks and months. And unfortunately, this is the 80% of the crypto market. When there's a bear market, the price of going up is very, very low. It always continues to fluctuate. It becomes extremely volatile in a bear market, right? And this is something everyone pretty much experienced this. So how do you still benefit from such a volatile market? And that's another big problem the SageMaster solve, where it doesn't matter whether we are in a bear market, whether we are in a bull market, we can still benefit from it. So in this case, you can see my strategy here that I'll change it a bit. You can see the price doesn't go up. It continues to go down, although it was a buy order, right? It was not a sell. But we can quickly change our strategy, the same strategy, into sell, right? And what does it mean when I say sell? I'll explain. So when it comes to the short strategy in DCA, what it does is basically you would buy the dip, right? And you would go and sell the high. And then you would continue to buy the dip again, right? So here you can see you would buy here at 16, then you will sell a percentage, right? And then the take profit would be this. Now with buy order, your take profit is above the initial price that you have bought. But with short, your take profit is below the initial price that you have bought. Does that make sense? So what is our goal? Are we really making dollars here? What is it? Well, you can choose, and I'm going to show you exactly how you set up a short trade. You can choose to accumulate that specific profit here in USDT, or you can choose to accumulate it into that respective currency. Let's say this is Ethereum in our example. So we can set our profit to Ethereum and it would accumulate more Ethereum. So every time price goes down, you would buy, and then you would sell at high, and the price goes down and you would buy more. So as a result, your profit is essentially the asset itself, because it will continue to generate more asset. So let's go ahead and let's share the SageMaster screen. If everyone understood, right, all the translation going on, if you guys are following with me, just press 1 so that I know that everybody gets what I'm really talking about. Okay, perfect. Okay, I see majority of the people understood. Some people who said no, do not worry, because we're going to be making a lot of training videos in your respective language. So you don't have to worry about that, right? So there will be a lot of training. There's a huge support system we are building so that everyone understands it, right? So let me quickly share my screen again, okay? Let me go to my dashboard. Sorry, let me close that. Okay. Everyone can see my screen? Leo, can you confirm if you can see the screen? Okay, I'll make you guys, I just want to make sure everybody. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Okay, so when you log into the platform, right? So question is, how do you register first? You go to SageMaster, okay? And sorry, let me quickly. So the website is sagemaster.io. When you go there, you can register with your Google, with your normal account. You can provide your regular information and you can register, okay? And we will know that if you came through, if you're an existing B customer, you will get an additional discount. Of course, we're going to speak about that a bit later. So once you are here on the platform, the first step for you is to have an Exchange account. If you do not have an Exchange account, like I said, you can use the demo account, right? So here I have my exchanges. So here you can see I've connected to multiple different exchanges. So with SageMaster, we have connected to major exchanges. There's, I believe, about 17 exchanges that you can connect to, and we are adding more, right? And this pretty much covers the entire globe, okay? So now you can see here all my exchanges. And if I go down, you are able to see a couple of things here, the supported exchanges and what kind of strategy it supports. You'll be able to see this kind of information. And once you have connected to the exchange, it's going to unify all your exchange accounts. So you may have different exchange account, Binance, KuCoin, all these accounts will be merged into SageMaster. And it's going to show you all your portfolio balance, okay? So here in this case, you can see this is the accumulation of my funds of all the exchanges that I've connected to. Now, this is very, very good for me, and I'm going to show you why this is such a huge time saver and such an advantage for me to just use that platform. I don't have to log into all these different exchanges. I can sort of do my trading. I can do many different trading directly from the screen. So if we scroll down, we can see all our asset, all our exchanges, and here we can see our strategies, right? So here you can see all my DCA. So currently I have 4 DCA assists running. Here's how much profit it made in last 24 to 48 hours. You can see it made me $69. And this is a simple assist, which I haven't started using yet, but we're going to show you an example how that works. Here we have the trade idea providers, right? So if you click on that, it's going to take you to our marketplace. And this is the active one right now. And we are onboarding other professional organizations to be part of SageMaster to send our trade. So if you look at here, I can click on that and I can see everything about this organization, right? I can see who the traders are, right? I can see what's their win records. I can see full transparency as an organization in terms of the type of trade they did, how much profit they have made, and so on. And if I go back, I can connect this to a strategy. So let's go ahead and connect this to a DCA. And then we're going to show how to do that on the assist. So when you click on connect, it's going to bring you to the DCA. And here I can type a name. I can give whatever the name I want. Maybe I just want to trade BTC USDT long. And then I can select my exchange. Whichever exchange I want the trades to be executed, In my case, I'll select Binance. And here I'm going to select the pair I want to trade. Now, if I go back to the strategy again, okay, there are, sorry, let me go back to the main settings, okay? So on the main setting, you will note that there are two types of assist. One is single pair and another one is multi-pair, okay? So multi-pair is essentially so many different pairs would be combined for one assist. So I think the best example for me would be to show you is all USDT pairs, okay? So if I go to next step, and here you can see I can select all the USDT pairs at once. So any trade a trade idea provider sends that belongs to the USDT market is going to place the trade, right? So next step, so if I click on show all, you can see it has pulled all the possible pairs available on the Binance, right? So I can just hide it again. I can go next. And then I can set up how much risk I want to take, essentially. What should be my initial order when a trade idea gets received on SageMaster, okay? So I would say my initial amount, just for an example, you can decide how much you are willing to risk. In this case, I want to risk 20 USDT, okay? And the max active deals, it simply means how many of those trades you want to execute at the same time, right? So if I say I want to execute 2 trades at the same time, okay, that would mean I'm risking 40 USDT. Does that make sense? So if you put 1, then you're risking just 20 USDT. So if I say 2 in this case, then I go next. And here is very interesting. I can accumulate the profit in USDT, or I can accumulate the profit in the base currency. So for example, if I received a trade BTC USDT and I say, I don't want to accumulate the profit amount in the USD, I want to accumulate it into BTC because my goal is to accumulate BTC as much as possible, right? Because I believe in BTC, I know the price would go up eventually and I'm going to benefit significantly, right? So it depends on what is it that you want, right? If you want to just accumulate in USDT, no problem. We give you the option. SageMaster gives you the option. So here on the start order type, you have market, you have limit. Now limit is, I would recommend to use limit if you are trading large amount, because if you're trading on market, there's always going to be slippage in the exchange where you may miss out on certain amount. Market essentially means it's going to place the trade at real time, whatever the current price in the order book of the exchange. So for me, I want to place my trade on a very specific price, okay? In that case, on the limit price. So next step is the trigger condition. How do you want your assist to trigger the trade, right? If the trade gets received, which method? We have 2 right now, right? And we will have more. In this case, I could say, I want to trigger the trade via a trade provider, right? In this case, I can select who the provider is. So if I'm subscribed to any of those providers, I can select them, and I can select any trader that belongs to CryptoSage, this organization, it would place the trade. But if I say I only trust a few traders here, right? We have Italo here, we have Fran, we have Sam, and I could choose any of them, right? Maybe I like a specific trading style. I could choose them, that one person. So every time that person sends a trade, it would execute the trade. I could just select any in that case, okay? And in this example, I'm just gonna go to the next step. And here, as you can see, there's some additional steps because we are setting up a DCA strategy. So here you can see there's another order amount that we have to enter. What that really is a extra order that I showed you in the presentation earlier. You guys remember the slide that I've shown you earlier? It's the slide where you would buy every time price would dip, you would place an order. So this is exactly the smart strategy that we're going to implement. So in my case, I still want to risk 20 USDT for my extra order. Just ignore what you say, safety orders. We're going to rename this to extra order because that's what really is. Okay. So how we want the extra order to be placed? Well, every time it dips down by 1%, we want an extra order to be placed. And then how many active extra orders we want to place on the exchange itself, right? In my case, I'll just put one. So what that really means that soon the order comes, you would place it on the exchange right away, okay? If you put two, it's gonna place the two orders on the exchange at the right time. Now, this is also depends on certain strategies, right? And we're gonna give you training how to effectively use this at its best. But for now, this is again, whatever the default information is provided is still very, very effective. Now here, how many total orders we want to place, right? Lifetime, how many total extra orders for the particular trade we want to place. So in my case, I want to just place 5 orders, right? And here on the right, we can see, sorry, let me quickly go to, yeah. So if I quickly come back to safety orders here. So here we can see safety order volume scale. And this is going to be interesting for many, many people. What volume scale is compound. So it's going to compound your trade volume. So for example, if I put 1.05 for every safety order, is going to compound the previous safety order price. It was going to times it by 1.05, and it's going to be $21 the next order, $22, $24, $26. By doing that, it reduces the number of orders that you need to reach the take profit, okay? But for now, I'm just gonna make things very, very simple. I'll just keep it 1. And here we can set up our take profit level, right? We can say our take profit to be 1%, right? And 1% is not necessarily mean that 1% is the fixed take profit we're gonna make. Yes, that's the minimum we're gonna make, but we could make more because of all the extra safety orders we have added here. So if all those orders get placed and then they hit the take profit, we essentially make 6%. Because remember, it's placing order every time price dips by 1%. And we know in crypto market, price is going down every day, right? By 1% every hour, depends on the coin. BTC going down by up 2 or 3%. And these are the perfect moments to really capitalize some profits, just like with this approach. So here I would leave it as 1% for me. And we also have something called trailing take profit, right? And this is something very simple. I recommend, based on my experience and the other traders' experience, they recommend that you use trailing take profit 10% of your initial take profit of 1%. So what that really means is that if price reaches the take profit, it's not going to close your order. It's going to monitor if the order is continue to going up, right? So normally, traditionally, you would just cut the trade, right? So you made 6%, boom, the DCA made 6%, you will close it. But if I left it at 0.1%, it's going to make sure that price is not closing the order until the price goes down by 0.1%, and then it's going to close the order with full take profit, okay? You don't have to leave this on, but you can do that if you like so. So here I click on create DCA. It's going to show me sorry, let me move this. Let me move this here. It's going to show me a preview in terms of my settings. And then I click on save and I click on start. And momentarily it's going to start my DCA. So what is next, right? We can quickly look at our settings here. Here we can see of any trades or any trade metrics. And we can click on events to see what's really happening. We can see that our trade has been successfully created and it has started. What's the next step? Well, any trade that has been sent by those trade idea providers, right, they will send the DCA will execute the trade. And we're going to show you a demonstration shortly how that works, right? So let's quickly go back, okay, and go back to our dashboard here. So on the navigation, on the left-hand panel, there's something called AI Assist. When you click on it, you would see an overview, what's really happening with your entire capital, all your funds in the all your exchanges, right? And all the trades that's currently active. So in that case here, you can see in last 24, I believe just above 24 hours, I made $69 profit. The overall profit here is showing how much funds I have in reserve balance. Reserve simply means how many trades that are currently in the exchange with take profit level, right? Waiting to be executed. That's the amount that's waiting to be executed. That's the reserve funds. Locked funds is essentially the trade is not on the exchange order book. It's currently within SageMaster, but it's waiting to be pushed to your exchange. Okay. So here you can see. So let's go ahead and let's look at some of the trades that I have set up on my DCA, right? So if I click on manage all, it's going to take me to the dashboard of my DCA, right? So here I can see how many active assists that are currently running, right? I have 5 assists, right? And here you can see how much profit average is making daily, right? So it's a very small amount of funds I put on trading. So that's why it's showing in the last 24 to 48 hours. This is the overall profit is showing how much I made. Today I haven't made anything yet. And this is my lifetime profit, right? And here you get to see a breakdown of full metrics of what's really happening. And here I can see which pair is making me the most profit. So here, as you can see, there's a trade that has been placed for Avalanche and it made me 55, I believe it's the 55 USDT in profit. And on the right, it shows me which is the top performing assist on the metrics. Now, if we go down further, right, and let's go ahead and let's take a look at this particular one. And notice this is not a buy, this is a short trade because I did not follow any signals to place that. I just looked at, I went to the CoinMarketCap and I saw it's a complete bloodbath, right? And I also know that this was initially a buy order, but I realized I need to switch. I need to switch this into a sell. Soon I switched, I start accumulating profit because I know the market was going a bit down at that time, right? So here, let's go to the events. And here you can see it's showing all these steps the assist is taking. We can go to the active deals. And we can go to the trade history in that case, right? And we can see what really happened with that trade, right? It has placed it has placed 2 extra orders and max, I left it as 3. And here you can see that it gave me total overall 3% profit. And if I want to see all the orders that he has placed, I can click on view orders and I can really see what really happened, right? I can see this in real time, or I can see the trade history of what the system has done. So let's take an example here. System placed, the DCA placed the initial order, okay? And then you wait for the trade to go further down, right? So soon the price went, so here we can see the price, it did not went down, it went up instead, and he placed a sell order, right? And then the price went down again, and then he has bought a buy order, right? And you can also see was the exact expected price and the real price, right? Expected price is essentially what is the price that SageMaster was expecting it to close. And we can see the precision is super, super accurate, right? Here you can see the difference is only difference by 99.99999%, right? So it's super accurate. So that's just example of you setting up a DCA, right? Now let's quickly go ahead and let's go and explain how the simple assist works. And this is, I should have shown you at first, but this is the most simple one, right? So if I click on create a new assist, and sorry, let me go back to an existing assist, so it'll be much more faster when I show you. So here, as you can see, I have number of simple assists set up, and they are waiting to receive trade, right, from the trade idea providers, okay? So I have set up, in order for you to receive, right, in order for you to trade any currency pairs, you have to set up number of assists. So let's go ahead and open the USDT, right? And here you can see I've selected all the USDT pairs. And let's go ahead and edit that trade. And remember, you can edit the trade, you can change the settings as you like. And let's go ahead, we can see the trade idea is any trade provider. And this is our base, our initial trade amount. Now with simple assist, it doesn't have the DCA functions, okay? It's just like it receives the trade and it executes the trade. That's what it is, right? And you just have to set up your amount. You set up the max trade count. What that really means is how long you want to run this assist or how many trades in a lifetime this trade should receive, this strategy should receive. Now, this is kind of like a fail-safe because you may want to sort of, you may start this running and then you may not come back for a while, and you want to have certain level of control on how many trades it takes in its entire lifetime. So you could leave it as 100 or you could leave it as 20. And after that, the system would just stop taking further trades, right? Now, take profit here. If I turn this on, there's so the take profit is, again, you can set up trailing take profit, but there's something else I want to show you I believe is very, very important. So let me quickly go back and set up, go to create a new assist. And when you come to take profit level, this is quite important for you to understand, okay? Depends on how much funds you have on your balance. The trade idea providers, the signals, they don't know how much you have, right? And assist also don't know how much you have because it could fluctuate every day. So if you have enough liquid funds on it, you can set up as a fixed TP. What that really means is that whatever the number of take profit the trade idea provided is the exact amount where your volume will be divided, right? So it means you bought, let's say $200, your risk is $200, your take profit would be divided between the number of take profit provided by the signal or the trade idea providers, right? So you could leave that on like this to simplify it. But if you have funds less than 100 USDT, I'm afraid the exchange may reject your trade because the trade idea provider could have a 5 take profit or 10 take profit. So if it tries to divide all your 10 take profit by 100, right? it's going to, there won't be sufficient funds, right? Because minimum is $15 on Binance. So I would remove that in that case if I have small amount of funds, and I would just put either 1 TP or 2 TP, right? So let's say I have probably $20 or sorry, $30, right? In that case, and I would add one more and I will just leave it like that, right? So if I have $40, you would divide the volume by 2. So $20, $20, and when the price reaches certain specific percentage, the trade idea provided, you will sell 50% of my volume on the TP1, and TP2 will sell 50% of the volume. Okay, so that's how you set up a simple assist. You need to make sure that you're setting up not just USDT pairs, but BNB pairs, BTC pairs, because there isn't an option where you could just select any, right? Any pairs. There is an option. You have to specify a market. So USDT has a market. You can see I have BNB. It has a pairs with different currency. BTC has a pairs with different currency. And Ethereum, it has a pairs with different currencies, right? So these are the 4 major market, I believe, where trades are sent. But majority, at least 90% of the trade comes into USDT pair. So if you go to Relic, you will see majority of them are USDT. So if you set up an assist like that with all the pairs, then you will place a trade. Now, let's quickly go to this one, okay? And I'm going to show you a quick example. Here, as you can see, it's telling me what really happened because I had about $20, I believe, on my balance on that specific exchange, and I left it as a fixed take profit, right? But there wasn't enough funds for system to trade at that time. So that's something that you have to make sure, and you have to understand the difference. Now, what I've shown you earlier is mainly, one is how you can connect to a simple assist or a DCA assist, which has much more advanced function, right? You can connect a trade idea provider to these 2 different strategies. One is simple, right? It manages everything, places the take profit. The second one is DCA, where you would place an order and then you would place further orders to maximize your profit, really, right? Now the second question is, okay, so do I need to rely on this marketplace, this trade idea providers, in order for me to use these strategies? And the answer is no. So far, what I've shown you, the $69 profit I made, I did not use any signal idea providers, right? Any trade idea providers, I have not used it. And I'm going to show you quickly how, okay? Let's go to CoinMarketCap right quickly. And let's look at the top performing cryptocurrencies in the market, right? And especially the asset. As a beginner myself, let's just say as a beginner, you're a beginner, I'm a beginner, everybody's a beginner here. And we at least know the basic here that some of the most stable or at least long-term asset is Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, and some other ones at the top for years, right? And we know the price fluctuates every 24 hours, 1%, 2%, 3%. Just with that information alone, I have placed those trades, right? So here I will show you a quick example, some of the trade that I placed. So all of these trades that I have placed are not based on any analysis, not based on any technical analysis. I've placed it because I know there's a fluctuation happens every 24 hours on all the bigger asset, right? So here you can see that's my, let's go to BTC USDT. And here you can see I made $13 with a small amount of funds. So my capital was less than $100. And we can go to the order history, okay? and we can see all the orders that he has placed. We're going to go back to active trade, and here we can see that this is a trade that's currently running. Now here you can see that it's made me $2, right? Because I've got very, very small capital, right? I applied a very small capital. It's showing me what's the unrealized take profit I have. But imagine the percentage was 10% and my take profit was 20%, hypothetically, right? I could just close the trade right here, right now. So I could click on setting and I could close all my deals at market price if I'm happy with the profit that I just made, right? So although my take profit is here, but I could close it here if I want to, right? The choice is yours. And we can click on view orders and we can see what's happening. So here you can see there's an order is open here and there's an order open here, right? We can see all our open orders. Note that it has placed 2 orders on the order book because on my settings, I said minimum active extra orders should be 2. And the reason I have done this, because in trading, there's something called fat fingers trading, right? So where sometimes the price would spike in millisecond by a percentage, 2% or 3%, or it could be 5%. So if you go to any cryptocurrency chart, some of those major cryptocurrencies, you will see a huge spike. Just for a few seconds, the price went down and it went up. Now, normally, if you're placing a market order, right, or if you have one limit order on the exchange, it's not able to catch, or even the exchange themselves not able to catch that kind of trade. But because I have 2 limit order price, the SageMaster will make sure that fat finger trade gets catched, right? So that's really the benefit of using that. And also, if I see this is a trade that's uptrending, I want to add more funds on an active running trade, I could add more funds. I could go and increase the amount, right? I could increase the amount that I want to add. I could, right? And it would add that amount to my existing running trade. And I think that's really cool because you can't do that on any exchanges, right? I can also reduce the fund. I can also go ahead and edit, and I could, set up my stop loss if I want to. I can change the amount. I can change the price percentage in terms of the take profit percentage. I can update that too. So there are many things that you can do directly on an open trade. Okay, so just for demonstration purpose, right? Let's go ahead and set up a trade. Okay, and let's go to Ether USDT, and we want to set up a long trade. We want to set up a Binance, and I'm not going to rely on, in my case, I'm just going to use one of the most liquid cryptocurrency in the entire market. So I'm going to use Ether USDT. My strategy is long, okay? And I want to take, let's just say, profit in USDT because I'm being big greedy, and also I don't want to risk too much. Maybe I just want to risk $30, right? My initial order, and my limit, I'll leave this as a limit, and I want to start the trade instantly. Okay, so in that case, you see I've got trade idea option, trade idea provider. I'm not going to select that. I want to start the trade by itself. Okay, and then I want to place extra orders, right? Every time the price goes down by 1.5%. Max active orders, I'll leave it as 1 for now. I'll leave my compound to 1 also. And I will also leave it as 5, just for demonstration purpose. But here you can see on the right how many extra orders I can place based on the available funds that I have. And if you hover your mouse, it's going to tell us how much funds we have for trading and how much funds we have that is locked in trading. because there will be a situation where you have many 10, 15 different assists running, and they are all locking your funds. So it's very important that the system knows how much you can trade with, because you don't want to take funds away from another strategy that's already running. So here, that's why it shows you how much you can trade. Now here also is telling us how much total amount that we will be using in this deal, in this entire trade. In this case, it's 130 USDT. But if I increase that to 25, right, we're gonna be using 160 USDT. So it is giving us real-time analysis was how much we're going to be using. It's also telling us what is the max price deviation. What's price deviation? Price deviation is simply means how much this asset will go down, right? So if how much it will go down by. So for example, if this Ethereum USDT in next 1 week or 2 weeks goes down by 13.1%, that means all these 5 orders will be placed, right? And when it goes back, I'll be making potentially more than 30% take profit. And now we also have something very, very cool, right? We have something called DCA tracker. When you click on it, it's going to give us a breakdown of what's really going to take place, right? It's going to give us a life cycle of this entire trade. It's telling us how much price changes it needs to happen in order for us to make profit, right? So it's saying from the first base order, it requires us 1% change in the price. I mean, the price just has to go down by 1% for us to make 1% take profit. And then it sort of breaks you down how much percentage is going to deviate. And then it also shows us what is the order size of the orders, right? So the first order is $30. Remember the initial order, I placed 30 orders, 30 USDT. Next order is going to be 56. The next order is going to be 82. It means that's the accumulation. So 30 and then 25, right, is accumulating all of them together. And as you can see, it's increasing, And that would be my final total amount that I'll be using on this entire trade. But things start to change if I start using compound. So if I want to compound my order volume, you can see the price here. Sorry, let me change that to 20. So it's going to make much better sense. Let me change that to 1%. And here you can see, right, the order now, I only need to, right, use 140 USDT, right? And that would be the total amount the system will use, right? And also my required price has changed. So you get to sort of have a trading plan if you really want to sort of be very conservative how you want to place your trade. It's not something that you have to do it as a beginner, but it's something that you can if you want to, right? It has all the tools attached to it. Now let's go ahead and place the trade. I'm just going to leave that to 1, right? I'm happy with this default settings, which is still very effective. And I'm going to leave my take profit as 1%. I'm going to leave my trailing in case, I want to make some extra percentage. And then I also have advanced option. You don't have to use this, but it's very effective against the people who are sending trades for the marketplace. Because imagine someone sends a trade idea for a new cryptocurrency that just came into the market. For me, that's extremely risky. And you can control this here. You may say, not just a new cryptocurrency, but a cryptocurrency which has very low liquidity. So you can say, if a cryptocurrency has less than 10 million volume or 1 million volume within 24 hours, the daily volume, ignore those trades. So any bad coins based on whatever you're setting is just going to ignore. So you can use this if you want to for trade idea providers, right? So let's go ahead and create a trade live, right? And the next training, we're going to see the result of this trade, right? How well it did. Okay, our trade has started, and we can now see a button that says start a new trade. We click on that, and it's going to create a new trade for us. There you go. Our trade has been created. We can go to events, and we can see a trade has been created. Okay, and then we can go to the active deals, and we can see our trade is currently up and running. We can click on view orders, and we can see our trade is open. Does that make sense? So that's how you can use, and you can even have other sources. You may use TradingView. If you have a strategy that's running, you can use that, and you can just come here and set up a DCA. You can receive a trade directly on Relic, and you can come and set up a DCA, or you can connect it directly to the marketplace, and you can do that. Now, let's go back and quickly go through the Sharp terminal, right? Here you can see I have many different exchanges connected. I'm going to change that to Binance. Okay. And there are other things that you can do, right? So I can give you a quick example here. So let's just say I have some trades that are currently running, and I decided that I want to sort of change. I want to do some. I want to make some changes to my trade, and I don't want to run this on DCA because it doesn't give me a lot of control when it comes to sort of executing a trade instantly. For example, let's just say, let's go back to this one, okay? And let's just say I want to close this trade, or I want to convert this trade to Sharp terminal. So on the Sharp terminal, I can come and I can do a couple of things, okay? I can buy and sell just like any other exchanges, and then I can use the Sharp trade, okay? And Sharp trade is essentially that I have a very fixed target, how much profit I want to make, and I can set up multiple different take profit here, right? I can set up my stop loss. I can do this, all the stuff manually right here. I can also sell an asset that I have previously bought, right? So I could set up an assist to do that, or I could come here and do that right away in real time, right? I can set up a take profit, and I can say, I bought this specific asset at this price, and I want to make profit when it goes to that price. So these are the things that you can do. There's something called Sharp Offset, and Sharp Offset is what the short trade is, which I showed you earlier on the assist. This is something you can do that manually yourself too. So it's like when the price goes down, you would buy, price goes up, you would sell. So it's a short trade strategy, and you can do all of those functions manually here. And below we can see all our open orders by all the strategies. So here you can see I have 5 open orders, and I can also see which strategy this is connected to, or which assist is connected to. I can navigate this directly from here. So let's quickly go over to the upcoming release. That's we're gonna do probably this week, where you're gonna have a paper trading option. Okay, so that means I don't have any funds. I can click on a switch, if you can see my screen, and it's gonna change this into a simulation, but real simulation, right? It's gonna mimic the behavior of an exchange, and you can go ahead and you can use paper trading. So here you can see my paper trading funds, my demo account funds. These are the default funds are given to you. I think this is too much. We'll probably have to reduce it, but you get 100 or 1,000 BNB, Ethereum, and you can use that to test out the different strategies, right? So you have that option to do. Also, we have FX, okay? So very soon we are adding the FX option. We are currently doing some tests, and you'll be able to switch to Forex to do the same thing I showed you earlier. But it has slightly different trading approach, but all the smart function that I showed you is going to be available for Forex too, which you can use and combine with other trade idea providers that you have right now. Okay, so let's quickly go back to the dashboard again. And now, there are many other features I would like to discuss with you guys, but I feel it will be much more effective when we start releasing those short training video for you. But in the meantime, I would like to let you know, in terms of if you are not registered yet on SageMaster, we will be closing the current subscription offering by end of this week. So the price that you see right now, it will be no longer available. This is a one entire year subscription, right? I believe this is less than $20, I believe, that someone would pay normally a monthly. But this is a price, is an unbeatable price only for our existing customer base. And that pro plan that gives you access unlimited to everything: portfolio management, paper trading, grid assist, which we are also launching soon. That's another advanced strategy, but it is the most effective strategy out of all of them that I've shown you right now. Okay, so you'll have access to pretty much everything unlimited, and this offer will end. It's an 80% discount, and then you'll go back to the normal price, which is still 60% off for the B customers. However, the price for the retail public pricing is going to be much more, right? So there's a retail pricing and there's a discount price for our existing customers. The platform is open for everyone. So that's pretty much it. I would like to now quickly invite Italo to the call to give his quick thought on the platform, because he's been using the platform too, and to show what kind of results he was able to produce, and just in general, how it can benefit you guys. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me well? Thank you, Mr. Ehsaan. Thank you, everyone, for this invitation. Max, are you still on the call? Just confirm with me if you are still in the call. No, I think he's not. Because I read something interesting in the chat that caught my attention, that Max is on birthday. So happy birthday, Max, if he hears.
Max, your birthday today. Thank you, Max, for coming in, for hosting the call, middle of a party.
Yeah. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you for the invitation. Okay, so let's my turn to be very quickly. Okay, I would like to make some feedbacks about the platform. Okay, my first thing about the platform is made for everyone. Even if you have experience, and even if you doesn't have experience on trading on cryptos, okay, you will be able to understand the platform very well. Okay, it's very easy to understand. Of course, you need tutorial videos, you need introductions to the platform, how to use it, how to set up the different strategies, but it's very open to everyone, this platform. Okay, so I would like to make some examples. Okay, I got prepared some examples to make the live example of how probably the assist works, and probably how the sharp terminal works. Okay, so I will make two quick examples about how it works. Can you give me the share screen setting, please, Mr. Ehsaan, please? I don't have the ability to share my screen. Let me wait a little bit.
Let me check Italo for you. Yeah.
Okay. I think I have it right now. Okay. So this is the same platform that Mr. Ehsaan were speaking about. Okay. This is my account. This is already connected with my two exchanges. Okay, this is very helpful, and I would like to make a stop over here regarding the exchange connect. Okay, when we connect the exchange through the API to the different API to this kind of platform regarding SageMaster or regarding Relic, it minimizes the risk to losing your funds. Okay, because it's that, because of the security of the exchange. Okay, the exchange, the API doesn't have the permissions to withdraw the balances. Okay, so it's very safety to use the API through the different platform that you wanted to connect. Okay, it's very helpful. It's very useful to use the API, and brings you more security because of what you can simply use. For example, your computer on your home, and to set up your API and go to your phone. Okay, use your mobile phone and go out to the street and connect probably to an external Wi-Fi internet provider and whatever. Okay, and you don't have the risk to lose your funds because you don't have compromised your exchange through into the public, into the outside of your house. Okay, because you are using the API. Okay, this is a good benefit that the APIs bring you. And for example, with SageMaster, you will be able to edit the API permissions, same as Relic, that we have on Relic. Okay, the same permission, you can use it both to use the same API to use through Relic and to SageMaster. Okay, so this is very helpful. I already have my two exchange connectors over here. I have FTX and I have Binance connected. And I will jump very quickly to use the first example that is called the Sharp Terminal. Okay, I already made a couple of videos on Word of Wisdom platform, how to use the Sharp Terminal, the Sharp Sell, the Sharp Buy, the Offset. Okay, you can check it later, but I'm going to make one example over here of the Sharp Terminal, how to set up a simple trade idea or trade through the Sharp trades. And after that, I'm going to use the simple IE assist to show you how it works in live demonstration. Okay, so let's make an example. Okay, I will select. Okay, the first thing, and this is very nice. Okay, about the platform is that you can select, for example, the pair that is listed, and automatically it will refresh the chart that you are trying to use it or you are operating. Okay, at this case, I'm using a Litecoin with USDT, and this is very good too. On the right side, we have the order books. Okay, which is very helpful if you like to operate with the order books. Okay, it's very helpful because you can have an idea where is the market moving right now, or moving in the moment that you are operating. Okay, I will use the Litecoin example. Okay, I will use LTC. Okay, with USDT, and I will make a buy. Okay, I will make a live buy over here. I will use $30. Okay, as you can see, it's already fixed. I will make the buy by market, but at this point, this is very nice. Okay, you can set up the full configuration about your trade in one single steps, which means I will make a buy of Litecoin. I will set up 1 take profit, 2 take profit, 3 take profit in one single step. Besides the chains and besides the regular way to do that, you have to buy first the Litecoin cryptocurrency, and after you buy it, you have to go again to the chain and set up the sell and set up the limit and set up the price for every single take profit that you are going to use. Okay, actually, I'm going to use a higher balance. Okay, in this case, because I'm planning to use different take profits points. Okay, so let's make this example. Okay, about Litecoin with $15, and I will split the different take profit that I wanted to use. I will use in this event 3 take profit. So let's set up the first one with, for example, 2% of profit, and I would like to split the targets. Okay, I already select 2% of profit, but I would like to divide, for example, let me give, for example, 20% on the first take profit. As you can see, I already add one take profit in the field setup and the field configuration on one single step. Okay, I will add the second take profit with 5%, and in this case, I'm going to use 40% of the total balance that I am using to buy Litecoin. Add the TP, and the last one, I will set up 10% with the 40% of the rest of the balance that I'm using to buy. Okay, so I already add the Waltz take profit that I wanted to sell. You can see the different prices of different point of the take profits. And also we can select the trailing take profit, okay, which is, in my opinion, one of the top features that we have so far in SageMaster platform, okay, because some exchanges doesn't offer you these options to maximize your take profits. Okay, so I will set up at 1% on trailing take profit at this point, and also I can select and I can add something that most of the chain doesn't have the options to set up, which is the stop losses. Okay, in some exchanges you can select between using the take profit or using the stop loss. Okay, in the case of Binance, you have the options to use the one order cancel the other, okay, which is the combination between take profits and the stop losses. But at this case with SageMaster, you don't even need to go to the chain to set up the stop losses, or for example, some exchange doesn't have the options to select both the take profit and the stop loss. Okay, so I'm going to use let's put 20% of the stop loss, or 10% to be one-on-one with the risk reward ratio at this point. And as you can see, I already have one setup for one single cryptocurrency, which includes, I'm going to make the buy. By this time, I'm going to make the buy. I'm going to set up one take profit, two take profit, three take profits, and also an stop loss in one single click. Okay. After that, we are going to press create the trade. I have to confirm the trade, of course, with the $50, and also you will receive a confirmation message that your order is already executed. Okay. You can see how the order is behaving, what is their profit so far, if you have profit or if you have losses, okay? And you can track down all your trade idea, okay? Your trade that you made. But this is not everything. I would like to show you how quickly is there the sync or the synchronization of the trades, okay? I already executed through SageMaster, okay? So let's see how it looks on Binance, okay? I already have my Binance account open over here, okay? And let's check if the trade is already replied to the chain, okay? Because this is a live example. We have to see, okay, if the orders, okay, if the live example is working, because I already have connected my exchange through SageMaster. As you can see over here, okay, I already replied the trade that I made on SageMaster, and it's already on the trade history. I already bought Litecoin with USDT with the price, with the amount of $50, $49.99, okay, discounting the fee, okay, but it's already executed on my exchange. I already have the funds on my exchange. So I just need to wait until the take profits point reaches, okay, the points, and automatically SageMaster are going to sell in the different point of take profits the amount that I wanted to sell, okay, because I use it at this point, okay, the market orders. But if I selected the limit orders, we can see the orders synchronized on the exchange. Okay, so this is very helpful, guys. This is very, very good terminal in the case of shared trades. Okay, the other Sharps terminals I already explained on Word of Wisdom platform. If you want to check out the other Sharp terminals, you can go through there and see how it works. But I'm going to show you a simple example how to use the Simple AI Assist. Okay, and we are going to make a live example. Okay, because I already have one, okay, or two trade ideas previously selected that I'm going to reply to SageMaster, and you will see how it works automatically just by following the trade idea provider. Okay, but the first step is to follow and to connect the AI Assist, the Simple AI Assist to the trade idea provider to follow the setup that I wanted to use it. Okay, I will set up, for example, let's make an example. I will use SageMaster account. Okay, it's a simple name that I'm setting up. I'm selecting the Binance account, okay, the Binance exchange that I wanted to use it because it's already synchronized with SageMaster. Okay, so I will select the multi-payers because I want to use a different kind of pairs of cryptocurrencies to follow. I will select USDT, BTC USDT, and all the USDT pairs that the trade idea providers can send. Okay, Mr. Edson told you and explained you that, for example, if you feel more comfortable to operate and to use strategies for a different kind of cryptocurrencies, you can manually select them. For example, I don't want to follow a random cryptocurrency, so I can select simple BTC manually. You have to do this manually. Ethereum, okay, LTC, and you can select, for example, BCC, USDT, okay, and you will see displayed the selected cryptocurrency that you want to follow or you want to copy in that way. Okay, I'm going to select all the USDT because the examples that I'm going to make probably are going to be with USDT. So let's press next. I'm going to use long strategy because I want to buy and sell and follow the instructions of the trade idea provider. Okay. Let's put a base order. I will use $30 for the base orders. And actually, this is very good too. Okay. Let's make an example. You have your balance. You have whatever balance you have on your account. But you want only to test or try, for example, trade idea provider, and you will say, hey, I'm going to use 2 or 3 max deals. Okay, I'm going to only copy max 2 deals, 3 deals of these trade idea providers because I want to try it, or this is the limit that I wanted to risk in this kind of strategies. Okay, so you can select the massive, okay, trades counts that you wanted to follow, for example, 5, and how many max active deals can be simultaneously active. Okay, so this means if I send, or if you follow a trade idea provider and this trade idea provider send 5 trades in a row, and you have only 1 max active deal, you will be able to follow just 1, okay, because you have a limit to follow simultaneous 1 max active deal. Okay, so I'm going to press 5 because I want to follow. If the trade idea provider sent 5, I want to follow the 5 trade ideas. Okay, because I want to be simultaneously active in the same in the same strategy. Okay, so let's press next. I'm going to use Crypto Sage at this point. And you can also select the individuals, traders that you wanted to follow. Let's make an example. Hey, I will make one simple IE for following Sam or following Francesco or following myself with different setup, because you want different kind of risk or different amount of risk in the different trade ideas providers. Okay, so you can make one simple IE for Sam, one simple IE for Frank, or one simple IE for myself, or you can simply select any. Okay, any trader means you will follow every single one of them. Okay, so I'm going to press myself, okay, because I'm going to make the example with myself with the trade ideas provider. So I'm going to press next, and this is a very interesting and important part of the setup of Assist, okay, which means the take profits. You can simply switch to fixed TP, which means you will follow the same structure of the trade of the take profits of the trader, okay, that is sent into you. Or you can simply select, for example, hey, Italo is sending like 10 take profits on each of his trades. Okay, so but you want to only follow one take profit or two take profit. Okay, so you can select how many take profits you will be able to follow or you want to follow, depends on the traders that sends you the trade. Okay, so I will use take profit 1 and take profit 2. So I will set up, for example, 15% on the first take profit and 15% in the second take profit. So that means I will, if I am using $30 per trade, means that I'm going to make the sell on take profit 1 and take profit 2 with the half of the amount that I use it to make the buy. So I'm using 2 take profits plus the take profit percentage, of course. Okay. Also, we can select the trailing take profit, okay, to follow and to maximize the profit that the trade idea comes. I will set up 0.5, okay, because I want to make an extra take profit, okay, on each take profit that the trader is providing me. Also, we can select the stop loss, which there are 2 ways to use the stop loss function over here. The first one, by default, is to following the same point of a stop loss that the trader provides on the trade idea. Okay, so you can simply select use the same stop loss, or you can simply select your own stop loss. This is very cool. Okay, because for example, you don't want to use the same amount of stop loss that I used. For example, you want to use a higher one, okay, or a lower one. Okay, you can simply type what is the percentage of a stop loss that you want to use in this strategy or this configuration. Okay, let's make an example. 20%. Okay, every single trade. Okay, this is my risk management. Every single trade that I follow through the Assist, I will use 20% of a stop loss from the entry point. Okay, and also I can apply to use the trailing stop loss at the same point. So, which means every single time that the price of the cryptocurrency start rising up, my stop loss are going to follow the same percentage that the cryptocurrency price is moving up. Okay, so you have to think about if you want to use the trailing stop loss or not. Okay, I will press to not use it, okay, at this point, but you can make your analysis, make your strategy, and think if you want to follow the entry point. Okay, so let's press next. This is the advanced options if you want to put call down between the trades. Okay, if you are following different or too many trade idea providers, okay, and they send through a lot of signals, a lot of trade ideas, okay, you can set up call down between every single trade, okay, which prevents you to have issues or error between one trade and other trade, okay. You can also select if you want to follow simultaneous trades, okay, which means, for example, if I send Litecoin USDT and other trader sends Litecoin USDT and other trader sends Litecoin USDT at the same time, okay, we send three same and simultaneous trades of the same cryptocurrency, okay. You can prevent to follow the same and the same and the same and the same, okay, with the simultaneous deals to follow. And also you can follow in the or prevent or make a filter between the cryptocurrencies that have different volumes or market capitalizations between this filter, okay. Let's make an example. You don't want to follow the cryptocurrencies that have less than $10 million, okay, which probably are going to doesn't have the enough volume to make the operations, okay. So you can filter in that way with the advanced settings, but this is advanced settings, okay. So after that, we press the create button and create the IE assist, and we have the previous configuration that is going to reply to our system, okay. So this is the main setting. As you can see, all the BTC, all the USDT pairs, the chain that is connected is allowing to play multi-pairs. We have the long strategy. Our profit are going to be replied on USDT, but we can switch it to take the profits on the base cryptocurrency. For example, if we send and if we receive BTC USDT, we can switch the profits to keep our BTCs besides the USDT, okay, which means and will represent the profits on BTC besides USDT, okay. This is very nice too, okay. Different or mixes strategy to take the profit between the different cryptocurrencies that we are using it. So let's save the configuration, and I'm going to press a start, okay. Let's wait a minute, a little bit. So over here we have the field configuration of the IE assist, okay. So I'm going to reply the, let's give me a minute. Okay. Okay, so this is the last configuration, okay, of the settings that we made it before, okay. So now you can see that you have, or I have, two different IE assist already pressed up over here, okay. So now I'm going to follow to reply one trade idea because I want to follow my own trade ideas. You can also do that, okay, if you are a trade idea provider, and you can set the field configuration, okay, and you can reply your own trades, and you will be displayed through SageMaster, okay, and you can simply see the field configuration with one single configuration that you did it before, okay. This is very helpful, even for the experienced trader and even for the trade ideas providers, okay, like myself. At this point, I already have pressed up the one trade idea that I wanted to send to through Relic, and Relic are going to recognize this trade idea provider, okay, is already connected with the previous configuration, and I'm going to follow the instructions, okay. The trade will be this one, okay. I'm going to use S XP. Now I'm going to translate and send. And let's wait just a couple of seconds, and we will see reply the trade between our assist. Okay, let me make a refresh. Let's wait a little bit and see if, for example, on the chain is already executed the trade. Okay. Ah, crazy, guys! This is crazy. This is crazy. Look at this. Active trades, and I already saw it on my exchange. Look at this. It's automatically. This is crazy. This is crazy. Even whatever trade idea you want to follow, okay, this is crazy because it's automatically following your instructions and the field setup that you have. Okay, as you can see here, I already copy all the configuration and all the buys that I sent through SXP USDT. It already make the buys at this point. And also, okay, we can follow on SageMaster. Take a look at this. This is crazy. This is super crazy. We can see the active trades that is running up on the AI assist that we configured before. Okay, this is the first one because I already have a previous setup on SageMaster, but also this is the one that we made it. Okay, this one say it closed with an error. Let's see what happened. This is very helpful too, okay, because we can see and you can follow which is the issue that you are having if you are not setting up properly your setting up. Okay, as you can see here, I create the account. Okay, it's already created. I create the SageMaster AI strategy to follow. New order created. I make the buy. I make the vote. I make the initial order is already executed. The trade the take profit order is already created. Okay, but at this point trade is closed because the account has insufficient balance. Okay, which means probably because I make the buy of SXP at this point, but I already have a previous configuration that is following the same take profits by this point, but the other one that I already have, okay, is already executed properly. Okay, I wanted to make this example, okay, because sometimes we can encounter this kind of errors on the platform, okay, and you will be able to read what is the description or the error that is representing to you for the AI assist to follow and correct the issues by yourself. Okay, this is very helpful. Even so, you have the support chat, you have live support. If you want to more support to how to fix it, you can contact support at this point. Okay, so this is what I wanted to show you. Okay, you can see over here. Okay, it's already executed the trade through my Binance account, and we can follow the trades that I sent in through the active trades and the behavior of that strategy. Okay, at this point, as you can see, I already placed the order. This is the current price. We just want to, or we just need to wait until this price to take our profit backs. Okay, so this is something that I wanted to show you at this point. Okay, to end this call and to end this part of the call. Okay, we have a magnificent platform, even for the one that doesn't have too much experience, and even for the ones that have a lot of experience on trading. different kind of markets. In this point is cryptocurrency, but in the future will be FX and stocks too. Okay, so my final thought about SageMaster is that it's crazy. Okay, I feel it myself with joy, because it's crazy. The platform is very helpful, guys. It's very helpful for all of you. If you want to use it, you're free to use it. Enjoy the subscription discount that is running right now, okay? Because it's very helpful. We are going to focus on using SageMaster during our live sessions, okay? Because it's very helpful for me, it's very helpful for you, it's very helpful for everyone at this point, okay? So I don't know if Mr. Ehsaan, you want to close the call?
Quickly. So just if anyone have question when it comes to support, just know that there will be many traders are getting onboarded. There will be videos, there will be support, there will be communication form, pretty much we're going to have live support. So if you're new, you're trying to understand things, there's going to be a team that's going to support you, that's going to guide you. And of course, I just want to say that the subscription offer that we have right now, right, is one of the cheapest subscription that we ever made, and is going to end by end of this week. So we will not make this offer again. That's going to end. So if you have not subscribed, I suggest you to do it right now, ASAP. And of course, there are two ways you can make the payment: directly on SageMaster, or you can go to shop and make the payment if you want to use additional payment methods. With that being said, guys, thank you so much for being in. I know the call is a bit longer, but soon we'll be making short tutorial videos so that everybody can understand quickly and get started within a few hours. Thank you so much, guys.